All right, it's Dr. Kraft here, CCRC. Dr. All made a video last week on bracing. We're going to continue with that and talk about maintaining that brace in a couple different positions and some feedback that we can use. So we're going to talk about overhead pressing. So we want to make sure we don't break or lose the rib cage when we go to press overhead. That will open up our chest, lift the diaphragm off the abdomen, and we'll lose that intra-abdominal pressure that he talked about. So we want to make sure that when we go into that overhead position that we are able to keep the rib cage locked as kind of part of the abdominal wall, and that we press overhead, keeping the rib cage down. Now, a tool that we use that can kind of help out with that, just providing some feedback and something to kind of push into, is a weightlifting belt. So we don't necessarily have to crank the belt on super tight, but we want it snug but movable. And then when we can breathe into that, we breathe in and create that pressure. So if we're going to do that in that overhead press, we will breathe in, create that pressure, press overhead, and keep pushing into the belt. If we elevate the rib cage or extend the back, the belt will go loose. There's no way to keep that pressure there. So it's just feedback telling you kind of lost that brace, and now we're going to have you cranking on and supporting yourself with your lower back instead of the core. So try it with the weightlifting belt. Try to maintain that pressure into it, keeping the belt snug and tight and not letting it go loose or losing as you go overhead.